Welcome back. Today, let's discover together how magnificent life truly is. The journey into understanding the magnificence of life is a complex tapestry woven together by the threads of both scientific understanding and spiritual truth. It is a journey into the oneness that unites us all, and one that transcends the limitations of the physical body and the ego's grasp. In this exploration, we seek to reconcile the infinite with the finite, the eternal with the momentary, and the abstract with the tangible. The magnificence of life is not simply something we look for outside ourselves. It is something that exists within the very fabric of our being, woven into our cells, our consciousness, and our connection to the universe. At the core of this truth lies the realization that our existence is not a linear journey from birth to death, but rather a simultaneous experience of being both the observer and the observed, the creator and the created. The universe, as quantum physics has now revealed, is not a separate, isolated entity, but an interconnected, dynamic field where all things are entangled. Our thoughts, actions, and emotions ripple through this field instantaneously, affecting not only our immediate reality, but the farthest reaches of the cosmos. This entanglement is not just a theoretical concept. It is a living, breathing reality that we experience every day, whether we are conscious of it or not. We often experience this reality through the lens of time and space, believing that we are separate from the universe and from each other. But this perception is an illusion created by our limited sensory faculties. As human beings, we are biologically designed to perceive ourselves as separate entities, bound by the limitations of our bodies and our egoic minds. However, this very separation is what makes our experience of life so profoundly beautiful. For it is through our perceived separation that we are able to experience the depth of connection, love, and beauty that exists in the world around us. The process of remembering and reconnecting to this oneness is the essence of spiritual awakening. It is the realization that our purpose is not something we have to chase after, but something that has already been realized. We are not here to obtain or achieve. We are here to receive and to allow. This shift in perspective is liberating because it frees us from the burden of striving and opens us to the divine flow of life. When we understand that our full expression, our purpose, and our magnificence have already been achieved, we are no longer weighed down by the expectations and limitations we have placed upon ourselves. Instead, we can step into a state of grace, surrender, and divine receptivity. This realization of oneness and the deep knowing that our purpose is already complete brings us to one of the most profound and elusive aspects of human existence: love. Love, in its purest form, is not something we give or receive. It is the very frequency that underpins the universe itself. It is the energy that binds us to one another and to everything that exists. Love is not conditional. It is not bound by roles or expectations. It is an ever-present, all-encompassing force that simply is. And yet, we constantly seek it outside ourselves, believing that we need to earn it, that we need to fulfill some condition or role to be worthy of it. This is where our greatest misunderstanding lies. Love is already within us, waiting to be expressed. The challenge lies not in seeking love, but in recognizing that we are already loved in our entirety. The structures we have built around love, roles, expectations, judgments, create an illusion of separation that makes it difficult for us to experience the fullness of this divine energy. We place conditions on love, thinking that if we do not meet certain criteria, we will not be loved. But the truth is, we are already loved to the fullest extent possible, and our task is to awaken to that love, to remove the barriers we have constructed around it, and to allow it to flow freely through us. At the deepest level, we come to understand that love is not merely an emotion or a fleeting experience. It is the very fabric of existence. It is the field in which all life is created, sustained, and transformed. It is the quantum field itself, the vibrational energy that gives rise to all things. The experience of love is not confined to human relationships. It extends to the entire universe. The stars, the galaxies, the atoms, the cells within our bodies, all are expressions of love, resonating at different frequencies, but bound by the same cosmic energy. In the context of this understanding, pain becomes an integral part of the process of awakening to love. We often view pain as something to avoid, something that diminishes us. But in truth, it is the very force that propels us forward, that pushes us to break through the illusion of separation and reconnect with the source of all creation. Pain is not an obstacle. It is the doorway to greater awareness. It is through pain that we come to see the gaps in our understanding, the places where we have been holding on to false beliefs, and the areas where we are still disconnected from the truth of who we are. As we face our pain, we are given the opportunity to release the old patterns, the old stories, and the old limitations that no longer serve us. And in that release, we make space for the love that is already within us to shine through. This process of awakening, of remembering our oneness with the universe, is not always easy. It requires us to confront the deepest parts of ourselves, to face the parts of us that we have hidden, repressed, or denied. It requires courage to step into the unknown, to release our attachments to the past, and to trust that the path ahead is already laid out before us. But this is the path to true freedom, to the realization that we are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of it. The magnificence of life is not found in the external world or in the accomplishments we achieve. It is found in the deep inner knowing that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. It is the recognition that we are both the finite and the infinite, both the body and the soul, both the individual and the whole. It is the realization that the universe is not something outside of us, but something that flows through us, that we are both the creator and the creation. As we continue to explore this truth, we come to understand that the purpose of life is not to struggle or to achieve, but to experience, to feel, to witness the beauty of existence in all its forms. We are not here to conquer the world. We are here to embrace it, to see it with new eyes, and to appreciate the intricate design that surrounds us. Every moment, every experience, every connection is an opportunity to recognize the magnificence of life and to awaken to the truth of who we really are. The journey into oneness is a journey into the depths of our own being, a journey that requires us to shed the layers of illusion and to embrace the truth of our divine nature. It is a journey that transcends the limitations of the ego and the body, and opens us to the infinite possibilities of the universe. It is a journey that leads us back to the source, back to the heart of who we are, where love, beauty, and truth reside in their purest form. This is the magnificence of life, the realization that we are not separate from the universe, but an inseparable part of it. We are both the question and the answer, the dream and the dreamer, the finite and the infinite. We are here to experience the fullness of life, to see the beauty in everything, and to awaken to the truth that we are already whole, already loved, already perfect in our divine expression. This is the magnificence of being alive. And as we awaken to it, we are not only transformed, but the entire universe is transformed through us. The magnificence of life is not a destination. It is a continuous unfolding, a journey into the depths of our own being and into the heart of the cosmos. It is an invitation to step into the fullness of who we are and to embrace the infinite potential that lies within each of us. This is the magnificent life. If this resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, and join us in exploring the boundless love that connects us all. Together, let's continue on this journey of awakening and embrace the magnificence of life. Thank you for being a part of this incredible community. Much love. See you in the next video.